Hello all, in this video a truss is defined and types of trusses is learned. Now let's see this model of truss structure. In this it consists of members organized into connected triangles so that the overall object behaves as a single object. In trusses, commonly all the trusses are in triangular shape because triangle is the simplest geometric figure that will not change shape when the length of the sides are fixed. So these are mostly used in bridge constructions, roofs and towers. Now coming to the king post truss. In this truss it consists of two diagonal members that meets at the apex of the truss, one horizontal beam that it is a tie beam or cord, the bottom end of the diagonals together, and here the vertical member is called as the king post and which connects to the apex to the horizontal beam. For a roof truss, the diagonal members are called as rafters and these members are called as strut. The oldest surviving roof truss in the world is king post truss. The king post truss is suitable for the span 5 to 8 meters. Now let us see some live structures of king post truss. Next, coming to the queen post roof truss, this truss differs from a king post truss in having two vertical posts known as queen post. This is a tie beam. These inclined members are struts. In this, the straining beam and straining sill. Here, the straining sill and straining beam are necessary. So here, the use of straining beam and straining sill is the truss is stable due to these two. Now, the queen post roof truss is suitable for 8 to 12 meters. Let us see some live structures of queen post roof truss. Next, Pratt truss. Here it includes the vertical members, diagonals that slope downwards to the center of the truss. This Pratt truss is opposite to the hot truss. In this, from here to here, this is the span of the truss. This total lower chord and this is upper chord. From here to here, this is the rise of the truss and these are the diagonal members and these are the vertical members. Now let us see some of the live structures of Pratt truss. Next, coming to the hot truss, it is a opposite to the Pratt truss. In this, the vertical members and diagonals that slope up towards the center of the truss. In this, from here to here, the span length and this is lower chord, this is upper chord, these are the diagonal members, these are the vertical members, and here to here, that is the rise of the hot truss. And this is useful for a wide range of project types. And it is suitable for the span 6 to 30 meters. Now let us see some live structures of hot truss. Now coming to the Manson truss, it is a combination of king post truss and queen post truss. In this truss, it consists of two-story truss Here it is the upper case consisting to queen post truss and the lower portion consists of queen post truss. Now let us see some life structures of Manson truss. The next one is truncated truss. In this, from here to here, this is the span, this is tie beam, and these two are the queen post. These diagonal members are rafters, and this is the room portion. Here the dashed line indicates the ceiling, this is floor line, and this is the slope of the truss. And here the truncated truss is similar to Mason truss, except that its top is formed flat with a gentle slope to one side. This type of truss is used when it is required to provide a room in the roof. Now coming to the lenticular truss, it is a bridge truss. It includes the lens shape truss with trusses between the upper chord. Here the upper chord functioning as a arch that curves up and down to the end points, and the lower chord, here the lower chord functioning as a suspension cable that curves down and then up to meet at the same end points, where the arches extended above and below the roadbed. Now let us see some of the life structures of lenticular truss. Next, coming to the boasting truss. Here this truss is closely matches a Pratt truss. Here the vertical members, diagonals, vertical members, and the arch is connected with the end points. This truss consisting of curved top, chord meeting at the bottom chord at each end. The boasting truss named for their shape. Boasting trusses are first used for arch truss bridges, often confused with the tied arch bridges. Now let us see some life structures of boasting truss. Now coming to the Warren truss or equilateral truss. It is a design based upon equilateral triangles. Here these are the equilateral triangles. It consists of longitudinal members joined only by angles cross members, forming alternatively inverted equilateral triangles spaced along its length. Now let us see some of Warren trusses. Now coming to the K truss, in this each panel formed in K shape. After the formation of this truss is called K truss. Now let us see some K truss structures. Now coming to the Eiffel Tower, see here in the Eiffel Tower designing, here some X-shaped beams are there. Those X-shaped beams are called as truss. So the trusses are used in towers also. So from the examples of the types of trusses, here the trusses are used in bridge constructions, roofs and towers. This is all about the truss and types of trusses and their uses. Thank you for watching.